Started. You're the fourth speaker, but that doesn't make you any less nervous. You barely hear anything during the first business session because you're going over your speech. The speeches begin, and so does the palpitation of your heart. You wonder if there's a cardiologist in your club. One by one, each speaker finishes. Time seems to be flying until you're next. You start to sweat. You realize that you can barely breathe. There's a tight knot in your chest. Your throat has become dry. You start looking around for water, but it's too late to order some. If you've never felt like this, send me a message after this meeting because I've always wanted to meet an alien. You may have heard that even the most seasoned speakers get this feeling sometimes. This is true, but this can be avoided or at least alleviated. Now, I've been an aviation fanatic since childhood, and I feel there are many lessons from aviation to help you overcome this fear. Number one, spend enough time on preparation. When you're taking a flight from Nairobi to Mombasa, all you experience is getting on the plane, taking off, the duration of your flight, landing, and safely disembarking the aircraft. What you don't see is the intricate preparation in the form of pre-flight checklist. This is a list of tasks that must be performed by pilots and aircrew before taking off in order to enhance safety. It involves tasks such as a visual inspection of the outside of the plane, called a walk around, a briefing on the weather conditions of the day, the flight path to be followed after takeoff, and any high terrain in the area such as mountains or hills. Let me ask you this, if you were a pilot and you were told to just get on the plane and fly to your destination, even if you were very experienced, be honest, wouldn't you be afraid? And so it is with public speaking. There is most certainly a pre-speech checklist. What's in it? Number one, look at the speech objectives. 2, draft a speech at least 2 weeks to the date of delivery. 3, run it by a mentor, at least twice for editing. 4, internalize your speech as far as possible, at least a week to your speech. 5, spend time working on your delivery with your mentor, a few days before your speech. 6, dress up and show up early to the venue. 7, practice deep breathing and visualize yourself succeeding. This list isn't complete, but I guarantee you, it will alleviate your fears by at least 30%. Lesson 2 from aviation, spend more time doing it. The most common metric used to judge a pilot is the number of hours enumerated in a logbook. A pilot with more hours is considered more experienced. A Fortune 500 company hiring a pilot looks for one with a minimum of 3,000 hours. In the insurance industry, aircraft insurers price a premium lower if the pilots flying a plane have more hours. This correlates with Malcolm Gladwell's 10,000 hour rule, where he theorizes that subject matter expertise happens only after you've engaged in an activity for 10,000 hours. An airline pilot can reach this mark in just 10 years of flying. Speaking is no different. When it comes to speaking, the most effective way to learn isn't just reading about it or watching other people speak. It is by doing. Experiential learning provides you with instant feedback and the ability to reflect on what to keep doing and what to change. In Toastmasters, I watched many contests, but taking part in my first contest and failing at it was the magic pill that helped me perform better. So sign up for speeches regularly. Take part in contests as often as you can. You're welcome, Fred. And in your personal and professional life, accept speaking opportunities, whether paid or unpaid. Number 3, learn alongside those that are more experienced. A flight captain on a commercial airliner is responsible for the aircraft, its passengers, its crew, and its cargo. It can take a long time to get promoted to captain. This varies with each airline. It depends a lot on airline policy, whether they are expanding their fleet, the economy, and many more. Some airlines have a 5,000 hour minimum. In other airlines, it can take 10 to 20 years to get upgraded. Before you get to captain, you hold the rank of first officer. This means that for up to 5,000 hours or 10 to 20 years, you're flying alongside a captain, someone more experienced. In many cases, you may end up flying with a different captain, and each captain has a unique quality, a skill, or a knowledge base. As a first officer, you learn by doing, but you also learn something new from every captain you fly with. Here in Toastmasters, we don't have captains, but we have mentors. Get one. It doesn't matter how long you've been a Toastmaster or how good you think you are. You always stand to learn something new from a mentor. And one day you too will be a captain of public speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, there are numerous tips and tricks to overcoming your fear. But if you follow these 3 core tips, prepare early and prepare well, take up more speaking opportunities, and work closely with your mentor, this will give you the thrust to overcome your fears and to soar high in the world of Toastmasters, where not even the sky is the limit. Madam Toastmaster.
That it is peculiar to relate aviation to the fear of public speaking. But Mathew, you did it really well. I really liked how you related several elements of aviation to the fear of public speaking, right from the start, the pre-preparation, to the number of hours one needs, and then flying alongside passengers. So very, very well done on that. You picked a simple topic, a very relatable topic for an audience like this, the fear of public speaking. So I think your audience was with you, very interested, and you shared simple but very effective lessons, which was prepare early, sign up, get a mentor. So thank you for that, because I'm sure many members, and especially new members, have taken away a lot from that. And you were encouraging, and you were really preaching to us what we want our members. So you're a true officer of the club, even if a past officer, encouraging members to sign up. So well done, wanting members to improve their skills. I know this is your second project in Pathways, but you are clearly an accomplished speaker. In terms of where I feel you could get better is you had a lot to say, and because it's an informative speech and because you're trying to give lessons, I would recommend you slow down at certain places and pause so that members can absorb the lessons. I felt there were many opportunities. One, for instance, between the transitions from one point to another. Secondly, you asked a couple of questions to the audience, and when you ask a question, mean it by pausing to really let the individual reflect upon the question, and even if it's answering it silently, yeah? But third, and this was a real missed opportunity, where you had humor when you said, if you have never had that fear, tell me because I'd like to meet an alien. But you moved so fast that we couldn't laugh. We missed that. And that was funny, but we didn't laugh because of no pause. So just rethink that when you next deliver. The second item where I feel you could be more effective is you had lessons and you had 3 clear points, which was, prepare, sign up, and get your mentor. But your first point had too many sub-points, which was 7. And you went through them very, very fast. Look at speech objectives, draft a speech, mentor, internalize. And because you had a mentor already here, and yet your number 2 was about, number 3 was about a mentor, it kind of confused the structure. So be very careful. Where you have points and you have sub-points, then choose not to label them the same. So if you do 1, 2, 3 on one, I would recommend you have another system for doing the other sub-points. But all in all, you were extremely good. To challenge yourself, yeah, you expressed fear very well, whether it's a throat going dry or shaking. Do what Alan said, show that significant emotional effect. I'd like to see you frightened, really frightened, because then we would feel your fear and we would want to become like you, an accomplished speaker. But very well done, and I truly look forward to your next speech. Keep going. I'm happy you're on Pathways. Thank you very much.